Net neutrality has been a commonly discussed issue in American politics for about a year now. In December 2017, the FCC voted to remove the net neutrality policies introduced during the Obama administration. This group is led by Chairman Ajit Pai, who along with two other Republican board members won the majority vote to repeal the bill. This repeal can be detrimental to the future of freedom of speech and small business on the internet. If it goes through, the damage created by internet service providers will hurt everyone except for themselves. The concept of net neutrality is for internet service providers to provide equal access to all users. With the repeal of the bill, these providers can create different service plans in which they can restrict user access and make it harder for a small business or news source to be successful. In turn, this can make it extremely difficult for controversial voices to be heard, therefore indirectly limiting free speech on the internet. The repeal is met with massive backlash throughout the country due to the fact that the internet has become a common factor in life similar to jobs or shopping. One example of a country without net neutrality is the Philippines. Here, desktop users are not affected greatly by the policy, however mobile users are heavily regulated. As shown on screen, these different mobile plans restrict access to certain apps. Facebook has also partnered with the ISPs in the Philippines to make their website free to access for everyone, leading to 97% of the country using the site in some way. This partnership shows how large companies can take advantage of their wealth to spread their site under these regulations. This sets a scary precedent for the possibilities in the United States, as misinformation is already a massive problem. If large news corporations could buy free access, then their stories would be the only ones most US citizens see. The majority of states throughout the country are fighting to restore net neutrality, with only a few exceptions being Arizona. Unfortunately, net neutrality has become a partisan issue, so the general consensus of the country is being ignored. Even with this partisan divide, a survey done in 2014 by the University of Delaware revealed that 85% of Republican voters were against the internet fast lanes, along with 81% of Democrats. One of the reasons why some Republican officials are trying to repeal net neutrality is because the bill was introduced during the Obama administration. This goes to show that the elected officials are not reflecting the shared belief of the public and instead are fighting due to a partisan divide. This should be clear by now, but personally I believe that net neutrality is an essential part of society moving forward. Nearly everything we do nowadays involves the internet in some way, so it should not be a place for discriminatory practices. The battle for the net is a petition supporting the Save the Internet Act. It has led to over 19 million emails being sent to Congress to show the public's disapproval of the repeal of net neutrality. Acts like these are one of the last lifelines the American public has to influence the congressmen voting on the act. If we want the internet to remain a place of freedom of speech and business enterprise, we must save net neutrality.